On the last week, gold traded as low as 1575 and as high as 1692. Numbers are rounded and the market is closed. And on the last trading session of Friday, gold spot printed a closing price above 1674. The number is rounded and the market is closed. Gold is trading in an uptrend and it's above its all daily simple moving averages, and we watch for 1615, the 20 days daily simple moving average, as a chance to buy. The momentum is extremely high for the RSI readings. It's 66 on the daily chart, 71 on the weekly chart, and 72 on the monthly chart. And for the supports and resistance, the supports are located at 1643. If broken, you will go to 1615, and if broken, you will go to the major support line located at 1587. For the resistance levels, it's 1692, the high of this year. If it's cleared, we will go to 1720, then 1750, then 1790. That's all. We'll move on now to the calendar. On the economic calendar for the coming week and from the United States, we are waiting for the following economic headers to be released. We will be waiting for the core CPI and the CPI data on Wednesday, and the core PPI and the PPI data on Thursday. And on Friday, we'll be waiting for the export price index and imports price index and other important economic headers. We'll move on now to the strategy. Hi again. In our last video, we talked about the sell-off that took place in the gold and silver market in the last week, and my advice was that gold could be starting a correction, providing the size of the sell-off and the weakness in silver as well. My advice was not to lose hope in gold, as even if there will be a correction, still gold was posed to another rally around to take gold to around 1800 or more, given enough time. My bottom line advice was on the last week is to stay away from the gold, and let's wait and see if the Fed is going to interfere or it's not going to interfere. The Fed surprised us and did a cut of 50 basis points, and this was the reason that the gold price moved up higher following the rate cut decision. Now look at the matter from a different angle. We see now and realize how these infectious diseases throwing the world in a chaos. The data and about the spread rate and the mortality rate, which was reported from China, turned out that it's not that much accurate, and the scientists are talking about two strains of the same disease. One of them is mild and the other one is killer. And now we started to hear the officials of the United States blaming China for manipulating the data and delaying the containment of this virus. The mainstream, if you noticed, have shifted their perspective totally. Please note this. I am aware that you have enough concentration to see what was happening 3 weeks ago. They helped the Wall Street to extend their rally and reach all-time highs. And now, while it's been only 3 weeks, they are talking about recession. See how silly and how manipulative is the financial system and its counterparts. Back to gold. If the Fed is going to keep reducing the interest rate, you have to understand that gold is ready to move to 2000. How to benefit from such a bargain deal? I call it a bargain deal because gold now is 1670 and we are talking about 2000, so there is $300 left. You have two options. You can go buy gold physical, store it for 2 months and go sell it again. or you can trade it. Only one constraint says that the volatility is high for gold. When it's above 1600, it's like $100 up and down. So if you can tolerate this volatility, you are welcome to trade it as an ETF. You have a situation that Fed is taking the interest rate near to zero or to zero itself, and you have a potential of a war, and you have a potential of a global shutdown of businesses. Gold is in a very nice setup to go to 2000, and it's going to be within this scenario. In the coming 3 weeks, gold will take a step towards 1750, then will pause briefly with a potential of retest of 1610, then it will quickly take off to 1790, then consolidate briefly at 1700, then it will attack 1900, and there will be a golden chance to sell toward 1790, and I expect the price of gold within 3 weeks to settle above 1850. That's all for this week. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please share, like, and subscribe. Enjoy trading the precious metals this coming week, and I wish you a tremendous profits.